Bulls Nation, with an upcoming game against the Charlotte Hornets to look forward to, we have some specific players that look like they're going to be ready to return against the Charlotte Hornets. And it's only positive signs as we are getting all of our players back. And let's talk about those players in this video. Let's do it. What's up, everybody? It's the Aidan Sports Show, and welcome back to another video. Today we've got a Bulls news and update video on some of our players that could be ready to return against the Charlotte Hornets, and it's going to be very interesting to see how these players fit into the mold of what the Chicago Bulls are trying to do. We haven't seen them for a while, but hopefully they'll be back and they'll be ready to go better than ever. But before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Aidan Sports Show YouTube channel. Turn notifications on. Let me know in the comments below, overall, who are you most excited to see return for the Chicago Bulls this week? It's going to be very interesting considering that the Charlotte Hornets haven't played in a long time. The Bulls haven't played in a while, but the Hornets haven't played in a long time. So it's going to be very interesting to see if we can capitalize on a team that might come into that game a little bit rusty after having so much time off. But enough about the Charlotte Hornets. Let's talk about the Chicago Bulls and the players that could be potentially returning for us. Now, obviously, if you missed the last game against the Houston Rockets, we did have some players that were not able to play in that game. First one, obviously, Patrick Williams missed that game and Otto Porter missed that game. Now, as far as I know, both of those players will be ready to go against the Charlotte Hornets. That seemed to be just a one-game off type of situation, and they should be back for the Charlotte Hornets game. Again, I'm really looking forward to Patrick Williams being back. And of course, he should be a very good player for us in this game, just like he is usually. And Otto Porter, I think he needs this game. And I think Otto Porter needs a lot of these games that he needs to be ready for. Because at the end of the day, he has been in situations where he's missed a few games now. And a lot of them are due to minor circumstances, minor setbacks. I think Otto Porter just needs a good run of games so he can show himself and to the Bulls fans that he can stay healthy long enough than just 2-3 games and then he's out. We need to be that consistent team, and he needs to be that consistent player in terms of staying on the court. So hopefully he'll be back against the Charlotte Hornets as well. But ladies and gentlemen, those are not the two players that I'm talking about today. As you guys are well aware, there are two players that have been stuck in NBA protocol for a long time due to positive tests for COVID-19. With that being said, the Chicago Bulls looks like they have welcomed them back with open arms into training and competitive training with the Bulls players. Those two teammates are Chandler Hutchison, we'll talk about him first, and Tomas Satoransky. First things first, let's talk about Chandler Hutchison. Chandler Hutchison was a player that was, to be fair, struggling at the beginning of the season when the NBA season first started. He was one of those players that was struggling. But clearly, Billy Donovan and the Chicago Bulls rate him a lot to give him minutes over the likes of Denzel Valentine, Ryan Arcidiacono, who both have been performing very well for the Chicago Bulls as late. So there's clearly something in there that the Chicago Bulls see in Chandler Hutchison. So it's good to see that we're going to have yet another player. Again, I'll say this in every single Bulls update video we have. It's always strength in numbers. The more numbers that we have, the more bench production that we have compared to other teams, I think that is going to indicate the season that we have as well. So a lot of teams right now are very short staffed, and the Bulls are getting their players back. We had to suffer this very early in the NBA season, and now with the season progressing, the Bulls players are surely and slowly coming back. And it's good to see by that Friday game against the Charlotte Hornets, they're at least on track to play that game, and they should definitely be back for the Lakers game if I had to take a guess. But it's good to see that Chandler Hutchison is yet another addition to this team. He is a very good two-way player. He does need to improve on his scoring, but defensively he is good. He's always been a good rebounder. He's always been good at stealing the ball. Now it's up for him to improve in other ways, and he hasn't been healthy for a lot of his Chicago Bulls career. He's one of those other players that needs to stay healthy to show that he's worth to the Chicago Bulls, and hopefully this opportunity against the Hornets or the Lakers or even the Celtics, whenever they do come back, they're really close to coming back. Hopefully he gets to show what he's truly capable of in those games. And the one that I'm truly most excited about, Tomas Satoransky. Now, if you guys don't know, the Chicago Bulls are one of the league leaders in turnovers. I don't think we are the league leaders at this point in time. I think maybe Miami might be the league leaders in turnovers. But we are one of those teams that have been leading the league in turnovers nearly all season. And that has not changed from the beginning of the season till now. It's one of the key aspects that the Chicago Bulls need to fix, needs to try and get rid of. And in my opinion, Tomas Satoransky brings a lot of stability when it comes to the point guard position. He's going to be a person that is able to make plays. He's going to be a person that is going to limit turnovers. And he's going to find those open players, open cutters, everything. I think when Tomas Satoransky first played within this new system, I thought he thrived. I thought he was a completely different player than last season. Similar to the way that Thaddeus Young is a different player to last season. Similar to the way that even Denzel Valentine is a different player from last season. All of our bench players. Garrett Temple was different from last season as well. Granted, he was on a different team. Completely different player over here. So the Chicago Bulls have done very, very well in allowing these players to exceed in the things that they are good at. Tomas Satoransky is a natural point guard that is good at finding the open man, that is good to find open cutters. When the ball moves and the players moves, that's when Satoransky has his best game. So I really think he's going to be an important part to what this Chicago Bulls team is looking for. He might not be the longest term solution in that retrospect, but for this season and for this game against the Hornets or the Lakers, whenever he is on track to come back, both of them look like they're on track to come back against the Charlotte Hornets. Hopefully he'll be a big addition to that team as well. And we wait and see. That Chicago Bulls versus Charlotte Hornets game, it's a game I've been excited about because we haven't played in so long. But it brings more excitement to see what these two players can bring to the Chicago Bulls. Are they going to make this bench even better than what it is? Is it going to halt the bench? Maybe some of them will have to get less minutes due to being out for a long time. Whatever the case may be, the Chicago Bulls have been very, 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 very well this season. They're performing at a good level. They should have a different record than what they do have. But even if that record is 6-8 at the moment, we have opportunities coming forward to beat teams that we could potentially be in that competition with for the 8th seed. We have teams that are short manned, that are short staffed, and the Bulls need to capitalize on those opportunities with those players that we do have back at this time coming back, and we should be looking forward to those games. We should be excited about these games. This is the first time in a long time that I've been super, super excited about the Bulls play. Every single game, whether it's a game like the Lakers or it's a game like the Knicks or even a game like the Pistons, I'm excited to see these Bulls players play. And that is a big part of how happy I've been with the Chicago Bulls. That is a video that I'm going to make in the future. Why am I so happy with the Chicago Bulls being playing? Why am I so happy and so excited to see the Bulls play? Why are they so fun to watch? And hopefully we can continue being fun to watch. Hopefully we can continue being competitive. And hopefully we can continue to win games with these players coming back. And looking forward to that future where we do have some competitive games that the Bulls can end up winning. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. Have a wonderful and safe day to Chicago Bulls fans. Hopefully you're excited about the returns of the Chicago Bulls players. And I will see you in another Chicago Bulls video. Take care and peace.